What's up, Glurbs? Welcome back to Glurb.
We're glurbing.
Anyway, so we were talking about No Man's Sky, and aren't like, oh yeah, by the way, check this out. Every time you try to hit the cat, he just dodges.
That's awesome.
Wait, hang on.
He knows what's up.
It's so cool. Yeah, so No Man's Sky, it's one of those games that when it came out, it was fucking, shit on by everyone.
Yeah.
And now people are like, oh yeah, it's fun. Because they changed a lot. Do you think that's what's gonna happen with that new game that's coming out?
Oh, the Bethesda one?
Yeah. Because my brother was telling me about it, and I was like, this sounds like a lot of the same promises that came from No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. To be fair, like, I don't know. It seems like with Bethesda, I guess Fallout 76 wasn't good. I don't know. It's like I've heard it described as like, oh look, No Man's Sky is being made by the creators of Fallout 76.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I don't know.
They also made like other cool things, so.
Yeah, and I mean like Fallout 4 was good.
I also hear that like 76, it's not like terrible. It was just more of like
one
of those
I mean,
things
they did
where
also
all the
they
people
added like
super
NPCs.
serious.
Yeah, they did like add like NPCs. I think they added some stuff after the fact to make it a little bit better. But I think one of the things was I think there was a thing that came out that Todd Howard said, and he's like, well, people don't really care, or they don't think it's necessary to have seamless planets, which is like how in No Man's Sky you can, you're on the surface
and go to the next
take
one.
off, like there's no loading screen.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're gonna have that, which I don't know. I guess it's just something. It's like don't get your hopes up about it for that. I mean it makes sense because they're doing it in Creation Engine 2, which if you don't know, Creation Engine is the engine that Skyrim. Creation 1 is Skyrim and Fallout 4. So
Wait,
and
Skyrim
76,
and 4
I believe.
are in the same. Oh wow.
I said the same thing. I'm like, what? I was super shocked. Anyway,
Goes to show how much just like time passing can just enhance shit.
Let me just make sure. Let me Skyrim.
I also noticed that I feel like if game companies really wanted, they could just like go like 70% on the graphics, and then just like as much as they fucking can on the lighting engine, because lighting carries so much, dude.
Yeah.
Like this
It's
game,
also,
this game is probably
hard,
a majority of lighting right now.
Yeah.
Look at if you look up close, this shit looks muddy. It's just from 2013.
Yeah.
But everything it makes sense. I like it all.
Yeah, the lighting is definitely super important. It's I don't know, lighting is very limited by the technology of the time. Whereas, there's like a lot of stuff where it's I mean, you can also, you can pre-bake a lot of the lighting, but if you have a scene where a lot of stuff is moving around, that's not really possible. So in games like Fallout 4, for example, you can't really pre-bake a lot of the lighting because you can build settlements, you can like interact with the world, move around items and stuff. So it's just a little bit difficult. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The Fallout 4 and Skyrim are in Creation Engine 1. They're making Creation Engine 2 for this new game. I think something else as well. For Elder Scrolls 5, I believe. And
that's gonna be it. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it.
Yeah, it's Creation 2. So it's
as long as Todd Howard is still alive, that's gonna.
Yeah. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of similarities between this new game and games like Skyrim, and it's a Bethesda game, so it's like expect less of a No Man's Sky and more of a like exactly.
Because Outer Worlds, that's did you ever play that one?
I did not.
I had a lot of fun with Outer Worlds, but I didn't have like the fun that I got when I was playing more engaging stuff, where it was like, oh, I'm in this world and this place is cool. Outer Worlds is like, how terrible and shitty can I make my human being
and
have fun with it? Because there was a part where I was there was a settlement of people who lost power, and I was bored, so I decided to go through and kill them all.
That's
and
awesome.
so I murder every single one of them, and I start talking to like the bad guys of the game that you can join factions with, and they're like, dude, we noticed that you killed these people. We were gonna do that. Thanks for saving us time.
That's so cool.
It was pretty much the equivalent in Fallout 3 when I went to the slave traders, and they're like, dude, we know who you are. Come on, we love you.
I think that's like, I don't know, a lot of the Fallout games are, they do have like, and I mean, this is understandable, but it's like, you can't just go and kill everybody for fun. I mean, you absolutely can, but like the game kind of expects you to behave as a
I learned that the
reasonable
hard way with
person. Yeah, and if you like just go and kill everyone, the game kind of isn't fun, which is, you know, I guess it makes sense.
If you know what to do with those games, then yeah, absolutely you can, and you can still get it done. But when it was my first time playing those games, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna die. it made New Vegas really hard for me to get into. I think I played the fucking opening like a bajillion times. I had like 10 hours in that game before I made it to like Novak or like any of the shit.
Yeah. In my opinion, New Vegas is the best. I don't know. This might be a hot take. I'm not sure, but it's the best after you leave Goodspring. I mean, even after you get past like that first weird like roller coaster place, to once you get to New Vegas and like talk to Mr. House. Like that's like after you do that, it just becomes like Mr. House is like, here's all the factions that you didn't talk to yet. Go talk to him. It's like, okay.
Yeah, from New Vegas, I played up until I took over New Vegas, and then I stopped.
Pretty much beat it then, didn't you? You like got, or did you not do the Battle of Hoover Dam?
No, I didn't do the Hoover Dam shit. I got to the point where Yes Man was like, here are the people you can go talk to, or kill them if you want.
Oh yeah.
And that part's just like, I don't know. I'm not super interested.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The story didn't feel natural in that way. You know, you're not naturally meeting these guys. It's like, here's all the factions. Go talk to them. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, it's fun to learn that, you know, oh, these people are cannibals. Oh, these people do shit.
I don't know. I don't know. It would have been cool if they managed to do that in a way that was a little bit more like tied into the story. Not even that. I mean, because you can just explore and meet them all, but like,
yeah, I get you.
Make it to where like, I don't know, like make it to where you have to meet make it to where you meet them in order, or there's like some sort of story. I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird because it felt like almost a optional side quest, but you had to do it in order to get to the other shit. Because the way it's presented, it didn't feel urgent.
No, yeah, it's like here's a shopping list of guys you got to go meet.
Yeah, and maybe it is just because Yes Man's voice isn't urgent either. So the way he's portraying it, I'm just not like.
Oh, because Mr. House asked you to do it too.
Oh, did you do the same?
And it's
okay.
like, yeah, you like. I think they're like, man, we have all these cool factions that are all super in depth. We don't want the player to miss out on these.
You can give New Vegas to Benny, right? Or like you and him can run it together.
Oh, can you? I don't even. You probably can.
If you give him the platinum chip.
That's funny.
I crucified him.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that Benny deserves.
I like the one where you can sleep with him and then kill him. If you're a woman.
Well, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can kill him in his sleep. I think if you're a woman and you have high enough charisma.
I think you need to have a certain perk for that. Actually.
Oh, it's like the
Black Widow.
Yeah,
the Black Widow one is where you do more damage to men, though. I think.
I think it is that one.
Okay, that's really funny. I love those perks like that.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds tried doing this little thing where it was like depending on different enemies you would fight. If you fought a bunch of them, you would like develop buffs and debuffs.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Like I forget what these little things were called. I'm just gonna call them raptors because it's easy. It was like I got hurt by raptors enough to the point where it'd be like, you have developed a fear of raptors.
Oh man, that's really funny.
Thing is, it would be really funny if it didn't give you the option to be like, no, I didn't.
That's so stupid.
So it's like, but it's a trade-off because it's like, you develop this sphere, but you also get an extra upgrade point.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But I was getting enough upgrade points, and the game isn't hard. Like, the amount that you can tinker with your weapons just to make them overpowered, like, laser cannons is crazy. And you can even get a shrink ray, dude.
That's
The shrink ray in that game is really funny. It just makes them small.
That's so cool.
That game, like I was saying, I played it as a terrible person, and one of my favorite parts is the person who saves you. I think his name is Phineas Wells, and he like wakes you up out of cryo sleep, and he's like, "Hey, come on, we're gonna help save everyone else who's still in cryo sleep because they were wrongly, blah blah blah, some bullshit." And then I ended up becoming such a bad guy that he hated me, and at the end he was like, "I'm going to kill this woman that you have been helping," and then I just managed to talk him out of it by reminding him by all the shit that he's done, and then he killed himself.
That's... oh my god.
And then my character's response was, "I saved a bullet."
That's so cool.
And I was just trying to play that game as the biggest jerk as I possibly could.
Yeah,
and I was so happy that I could make someone kill
themselves. You definitely succeeded.
Oh yeah, dude. This guy's awesome. I don't know his name's LQ84I, of course. I like calling him Wolf.
Yeah.
Maybe Wolfie, like the YouTuber. Did you ever watch vloggers?
No, never.
You never
really
into vloggers?
Nah.
I only watched vloggers that my friend Aiden introduced to me.
Oh, okay.
But one of those vloggers happened to be Logan Paul. So I watched Logan Paul, and I watched this other vlogger called Wolf. Oops! I watched another vlogger called Wolfie. And I haven't watched Wolfie in a while. I had assumed that he has just gotten worse with time, as vloggers tend to do.
Yeah.
Unless apparently they start fucking podcasts, in which case their podcast actually isn't that bad in the case of Logan Paul.
Oh.
Like every single person who has ever made a video on Logan Paul, they always had the same opinion. Like, his vlogs are like for mind-numbing babies, but his podcast is actually fun because he actually gets like interesting people.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
He had Mike Tyson on one. He had
Really?
Riley Reid.
Oh, who's that?
What do you mean? I like. Oh, I mean, yeah. Who is that? Who the fuck? Yeah, so she was on it, and I think that I think one of the people who was on the podcast gave her a gift, and it was a mold of their penis.
That's really cool.
But the Mike Tyson one's really funny because he just like eats shrooms. Like he starts off the end, like they start talking like, "So Mike, we hear you take shrooms a lot." He's like, "Oh yeah, I take shrooms and oh sorry, let me do my Mike Tyson impression. Yeah, I take shrooms and then I go to the gym and pump iron." And then which is crazy. That is insane. And then he's like, "Here, give me some shrooms," and then he just starts eating shrooms on the podcast.
That's so cool.
But he like takes like 3 minutes to chew them all. And it's really disgusting.
Why?
Because he just wanted to like chew it to the max, I guess.
That's weird.
I used to do the thing where I was a kid and I would be like, okay, I need to chew 60 times before I swallow.
You like counted it?
Yeah, I was insane when I was a kid.
That's funny.
Because I would get it to like it would like be like this paste consistency, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want. I don't know. It definitely
you knew what you wanted. I mean, I can respect that.
Oh, this bastard. It's crazy how much this game is just second nature to me.
Yeah.
Like, there are a few games that I have that are like that. Like this one, once again, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Bloodborne is to the point where I can run through it in my mind. So, like... That's
awesome.
I can just... I know where to go once to get... Half-Life?
I can do that with Half-Life 2, yeah.
I just, like, see you one time in the middle of class, closing your eyes. It's like, oh, here I am, and... Fuck, I was about to say Novak, but that's not a place.
I've literally done that. I think... I don't know, I can, like, just remembering the sequence of events, I can get, like, pretty far.
That's awesome.
And I think with chapter names too, I know all the chapter names up until there's Highway. Is it Highway 15 or Highway 13? I think it's Highway 15. And then after that is I'm pretty sure after that is after that Sand Trapped, then Nova Prospect.
That's what I was saying instead of Novak. Nova Prospect.
Yeah, Nova Prospect. I think like up until like Nova Prospect, I can like recount like the beginning of the chapter names up until then.
Nova. Okay, what's your opinion on Nova Prospect?
I think it was one of the more fun combat sections of the game, just because like I don't know, it just felt like it was one of the few spots in the game where you can really like just have fun with the physics props and the guns.
I'm not gonna. Like Nova Prospect feels like a blur to me.
Yeah, no, I mean
just don't remember it
because all the rooms are like they look the same. Like it's visually not very interesting.
Nova Prospect, that's the one where you fight one of the ant lions, right?
Yeah, you fight 2 of the ant lions.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there's 3 ant lion guards in the game, and 2 of them are in Nova Prospect.
Like, I've played the intro to Half-Life 2. Who knows how many times?
Yeah, same.
It's yeah, right. I played that shit back before I even had a PC because I had the orange box on my Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Which that thing was a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Aiming with Half-Life with controller was the worst.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like other first-person shooters have like a fine port to console with aiming, like Call of Duty and Halo, like all that stuff. Aiming on console is even better in some cases mainly because of aim assist. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I think it's just because Half-Life 2 had 0 aim assist on console.
Yeah.
And so you had to just be aiming at them, and it was hard to line it up perfectly.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of Half-Life 2 was on the orange box.
What do you mean?
I wonder if it was the entire game, because
yeah,
like, is it actually? I always thought it was like one of those demo things. Like
no, the orange box. No, the orange box is the whole game.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I think mine also came with episode 1, dude.
Did it? I don't know if the orange box. I don't think the orange box came with episode 1, but I know that it definitely came with the entirety of Half-Life 2. Let me see.
Dude, that's so weird to me.
Because I know the orange box was TF2. I think because back when TF2 still costed money. Oh, never mind. Orange box comes with episode 1 and 2.
What?
And Portal and TF2, yeah.
And bro. Man, I had access to all those cool games.
Yeah, and you just didn't play them.
I played
all those cool
2
games in TF2.
I was watching a video today by Oni Plays, and I normally like agree with their opinions on a lot of things, but then they started talking about TF2, and I was like, what the fuck do you guys mean? Because they were talking about how like they were talking about TF2 and Overwatch. And they were saying how compared to TF2, Overwatch is a piece of shit. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't know. I feel like story-wise, you know, yeah, sure, I'll give them that. Because the lore of Overwatch is really boring, and the lore of TF2 is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But gameplay-wise, I don't know. I will say I haven't played too much TF2. My biggest gripe with it is that those respawn times just
the respawn times aren't great.
Fuck.
I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Overwatch. I think I've played a decent amount of TF2.
Oh, dude,
and I could probably say I could probably say that Overwatch is just better gameplay, just because I don't know, it just seems like more interesting. There's like more heroes, more stuff like that.
Again, yeah, I think gameplay-wise for sure. When it comes to personality, I think TF2 wins.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because TF2 is overflowing with that shit, dude.
Like I used to play TF2 like a while ago, back before it was like ruined. And you know, I actually had a lot of fun with it. Like the classes are fun. It's like, I don't know, it has that fun thing where it's like not super balanced, so you can have fun. Just like
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I remember Max
And, like,
would
with
always
the
show me
spy-
custom games, and those were fucking
Oh God.
ridiculous.
Yeah. But like, it's like you can play as like the spy, and like you can like go invisible
What
and
the
then
fuck?
one-shot stab people in the back, or like disguise as their team.
Dude, when I was a kid, the spy as a concept, as a character, was the coolest thing to me. I would like, as soon as I heard that was a thing in TF2, and got the orange box and tried them out, I would hope for like a spy type character in every other first-person shooter I played.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the
But I
fuck
don't know.
is
I just
this? This is bullshit.
TF2 is just like completely overrun with bots now. The public servers.
Oh
and
yeah.
like the thing is, they also have. I mean, I don't know. This has mixed reception, but they also have cosmetic, or not even cosmetics. They have like alternate weapons that you can get, and they're cosmetics, but they also have like their different stats on them. Like there's I think like there is a soldier rocket launcher that deals like no damage to you, so you can like rocket jump with it better. I don't know, there's just stuff like that.
So, huh?
And then I think Sniper too, he also has bows instead of guns. Instead of like a gun, you can like get those, and
Oh,
you don't
is it
get
like-
them. You unlock them and you trade them. There's like different weapons, and
Yeah,
there's like
dude, the fucking marketplace on that shit is
yeah.
ridiculous.
Like Heavy has like miniguns that set people on fire. You know, there's like stuff like that, and like I don't know, like that adds interesting stuff to the balance. Like, I thought that was interesting. It's just like very hard to balance, but you know, it's interesting.
Overwatch has the exact opposite problem, where it was Blizzard cared too much about balancing.
Yeah, I
Siege.
feel like a lot of games they fall into that. It's like, oh, everything needs to be super balanced for esports, and it just like leaves the game being really boring.
Yeah, and nothing new.
Yeah.
Because now a Siege only feels like a Call of Duty, but I can lean.
Yeah.
So, because I don't really use operator abilities aren't like cool, man.
Yeah, they just I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad they at least. I mean, I'm not really glad. I guess I don't really care. I don't play the game anymore. But I'm glad that they like went back on the shields get knocked out of the way when they get meleeed.
Oh yeah, that
Because
was
like
so
with
stupid.
Montang, that was really dumb because it just destroyed his entire like thing.
Yeah, the entire appeal of Montang is that you were a mountain. And
Yeah,
they're
you like.
But what if this mountain was, you know, inflatable and could be pushed over by puppies?
And like all the esports players are like, oh, Montang's too overpowered. It's like, who cares? He's funny.
Yeah, gamers love caring about how their esports players react, even though it's such a minority.
Yeah, I think
Of
it's because
players,
it,
but I
like,
think it's
it's
'cause
what
it's
makes
just-
them money.
And it boosts the game too. Like,
Yeah.
so if it's an esports, the more
annoying.
people who wouldn't have heard about it before get to hear about it because
Yeah.
they're into esports and all that. And like some games with fuck you, Wings. Some
I
games with
think just-
esports are so cool,
Yeah.
but others they don't. They're not super competitive enough.
I don't know, and like also like I think that like balancing it, like I think with Fortnite too is interesting because it went. I haven't played Fortnite in God knows how long, so I don't really know.
Darth Vader's in it, I think now.
What it? Darth Vader? Among
Yeah.
Us is in it.
What?
I am not kidding.
Wasn't that
There
the
is
like
no-
actual Among Us, or do you mean like that bullshit
No,
Among
no,
Us game mode?
Actual Among Us cosmetics are in Fortnite. Let me
Okay,
see.
because
I'm
do
gonna-
you remember what that like Among Us game mode that they did?
Yeah,
and they were getting
yeah,
sued by
yeah.
Among Us or something because they didn't ask for permission.
God.
I've never done this part successfully. What you're
But
supposed
no,
to
with
do?
Fortnite, I remember I eventually stopped playing. Or sorry, what you said?
What you're supposed to do in this little area is go back here and I think steal this guy's arm by cutting it off.
Okay.
But I've just never been able to do it. Okay, yeah, I fucked it up again. It's so. Hang on, maybe if I can. Oh, never mind. I don't. Okay, I'll be right back, buddy.
There are Among Us back blings. So
Oh my god, like
you know I'm a
backpacks
Fortnite
and
player
shit.
because I call it a back bling instead of a backpack. But yeah, you just have instead of a backpack, you have like a little Among Us crewmate. No, Fortnite fell. I stopped playing Fortnite, I think, a while ago. Like, I don't know. But it was just, it eventually got to the point where it's like, this is just too unbalanced. Like, there is too much stuff. It is, I mean, I don't know. I never was the biggest Fortnite fan. I just generally don't like Battle Royales that much.
The part that got me back into Fortnite was when spider hands were added and I could swing around like Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
But then they took those out, and so I stopped playing.
It's also just like kind of a big install. But,
I think
like,
I still have it installed, I just don't play it.
That's funny. I don't know, it just felt like things were too unbalanced. I remember, I think I stopped playing around the time when they added, like, the mechs. Because, like, you could just, like,
Dude.
people would just drop
so
on a mech,
stupid.
and whoever got one was just, like, almost invincible.
I will say, when I did go back to Fortnite, though, I won so many games.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they added skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, probably, and I remember, like, because I'm not bad at video games. In fact, I think I'm pretty good at video games. I better be because of how much time I dedicate to them. But especially when it comes to aiming, I have some pretty good aim. Especially after playing Hunt Showdown during the brag. But in Fortnite, I feel like that's where a lot of the players don't have a lot of skill aiming, but they've got building.
Oh, they have the build, and the building is like, yeah.
I cannot build to save my fucking life, dude.
No, and it's like people, like, I don't know, if you get into a build battle with somebody who plays Fortnite, like, all the time, it's just like, there's really nothing you can do, because they, like, I don't know, I used to always play against Daniel, and he would, like, you get put in a box, and then you can't edit their builds, but they can edit their own builds. So they'll edit a window in that box real quick, shoot you, and then close off the window in like a split second, and you're just dead.
Yeah, but in Fortnite, that's so funny. Whenever I would do 1v1s, and it would be like you're aiming, and it would come down to only that, I would win. I wouldn't lose when it comes.
Yeah.
But then my friends would start building, and I'm like, stop it! I was playing Intruder the other day with Kai and Max, and it was just us three, so it was a 2v1. And dude, I was destroying them just because of how fast I would be like, okay, there they are, click on head. It was really funny, and we were playing on Lost Coast.
Oh, that's right, I heard about that.
And the map was huge. And
yeah,
so there was like this huge ass
coast.
Yeah. So there was like the huge ass mountain that you had to scale up as the intruder, and then I would just like Max and Kyle would be waiting there on the fucking mountain, pointing down at the ledge, but I would still be able to click on their heads before they clicked on me.
That's really stupid.
But I ended up losing because there'd be multiple like points where I was like, I wonder if this water kills me, and then I die.
Oh man.
Because there's no water on like any other intruder map, dude. So I wasn't used to it.
Yeah. Well, no, there's like okay, no, but the water in that one map, you can like swim in it.
Yeah, where it's like the two buildings with a like
yeah.
Yeah, there's. What the fuck, Lost Coast? That's bullshit. I should have won all those rounds, dude. I'm gonna start raging. I don't think I've ever played Lost Coast. That's the tech demo for Half-Life 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. I remember I got it, but I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I think it comes with Half-Life 2.
That's really fun. Thank you, babe. Who the fuck
it's
was
like
that?
Not really something you need to play.
I've been skipping this this entire game, and then so this woman that we have never seen before just came out of nowhere and was like, man, you are good.
That's cool.
Because don't get me wrong, if you want to end up actually playing this game at another point, I totally recommend it so you can get the story.
Yeah, I can like understand like what's going on,
yeah,
or like at least try to.
You just see that thing, it's like, why is there a walking robot that moves at me?
Yeah.
Dude, this shit. This is a Metal Gear. So that's what the entire franchise is named after. Metal Gears are big old robots.
Why? Why is it called that?
Because Metal Gear 1, your entire goal is to stop a Metal Gear from being made.
Oh.
And you're trying, because it takes place during like nuclear war and all that shit. And the Metal Gears are nuclear robots, and they can like do that shit. and they all fucked
Oh.
up. And so Solid Snake gets sent in on a mission where he gathers intel, and like it's weird how compared to other games in the series, at least with the bad guys, I feel like they're a lot more tame. Because all these bad guys, it's just like, oh, other cyborgs. But in Metal Gear Solid, it would be you're just a normal human, and then you're fighting some kid with psychic powers.
Yeah.
And then I was playing 3, and there's a guy that can control bees, and another man that is like has this imbued with electricity. It's
That's so
wild,
cool.
and all these, and then this one, it's like, yeah, I mean we're robots and we have cool robot bodies.
Yeah.
I mean they all have like special robot bodies that allow them to do different things. Like
Yeah.
the boss of this level, she's able to take off arms from these little robots and attach them to herself, so she has like 16 arms.
That's really dumb.
Yeah, no, it's just this game. Like that's what I love about these games.
Yeah,
It's like that's
it's just
so
dumb.
stupid. But I love it, man. Have I told you about some of my favorite quotes of this game?
No.
I have 2. My number 1 though is, "It's gonna be just like the good old days after 9/11."
Oh my god.